of the big things with Visage is this hero plays to win the lane. The entire concept of the hero is use all of your mana to deal so much damage and hope you get the kill so you buy the mana back, which was, you know, one of the slight concerns about Snapfire. You can't melee body up with a Visage. It's a lot of commitment if you go in, but they get the first blood. That's a lot of regen, some stats that Whisper will get, and now is where the lane looks hard.
Yeah, that's where Wise going to put in that big work there on the Undying. Of course, a hero well known for trying to do this, right? Bully right back. Also, just trying to spend all of your gold for mana. Sitting with a full-on fruit stand here of 6 mangoes, ready to spam some decay.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
in the mid lane, I think this is where the supports really want to rotate, especially the Enchantress. I think we're going to see an early rotation at even the 5-minute mark on the Siege, where, you know, nothing to say maybe dies once, even he'll die again, and that's where the game completely breaks down if it happens.
Stinger up there also already trying to put some harassment and took over the range creep. That piercing damage, pretty good at being able to deny out some of those creeps, but needs to watch out for the arrow coming from Xingqiu. So we'll keep our eyes on that, but again, down bottom, the aggression and why just drops again. We talked about Whisper. Watch out for this guy. He has been having a hell of a tournament.
Yeah, and this is one of those issues with Undying. Like, you see it early in the tournament, and obviously the hero's still very strong, but there's certain matchups that you don't really want to be playing into. You're hoping for, like, double melee strength heroes, right? That's kind of the dream. And what do you got here? You have a range strength hero, and you have a Visage, right? People are always, like, they understand that Undying's still strong, especially through, like, the mid-game and even some parts of the later game with the vision from the Tombstone, but when you can find these lane punishes, this is where it feels like you're actually, like, able to sort of remove some of the benefits they're getting from that hero.
He just keeps buying mangoes. He brought another one out too. So why hopefully going to be able to use those. If he keeps dying, that is not going to end up serving him too well. But
it's a lot of free mangoes when you die.
That's fair.
But yeah, so Visage is the way you beat Undying a lot of the time is Zoo. A lot of summons, and Visage has the summons. He has the laning versus him. The birds kill the Tombstone in the mid to late game with all the attack speed. So really nice massive matchup. It's generally just that Undying has a slight edge in the lane if his carry is able to be aggressive with him, but they don't really have the opportunity. I think they kind of lost it, especially with that first blood, just giving so much gold away. And now LGD is just hoping to go for an even lane bot.
It feels like so often you'll see the position 5 try that exact same play, where they come down in the lane, you're really hoping to catch the carry, and rarely works, but that time that it does, it just does so much for you. It reminds me of like trying to snipe the early courier mid or something for the mid laner's bottle.
The bounties and pubs.
Yeah.
Invis level 1, sitting with a ward, sitting behind the tower.
Oh, that's the nice way to go. Well, again, this bottom lane, definitely very happy for it for Beast Coast. Nothing to say. Going to take some pressure mid and see Smile right on top of him. Oh, miss uphill. Oh, gets out of there, just barely.
The whittling down though, right?
The prize is mine.
Xingqiu is walking behind him though, on the mid lane.
Yeah, and this has been something for these Miranas.
Oh, a nice move. Xingqiu, it's got him caught. Can he survive? Fairy Fire, try turn. Oh, see Smile, able to live. See Smile gets the kill first. Oh, he turned a catastrophe into something still not great, but better than nothing.
It's not the worst. Gets XP. He gets to TP back mid. He's missing probably around 3 creeps. So it's neither of the mids actually get really an advantage from this. It's mostly that now he gets the full reset, but Pango obviously gets the battlefield now from Mirana, so it could be worse.
Yeah. At least it was exciting, right? You know,
it was cool.
Cheer a little bit. This is all good.
Ever the showman.
It's these main stage Miranas though, sometimes struggling for these earlier plays. Some games going really well, other not so much. As now Xingqiu can run to Stinger. This is a tried and true matchup for the Mirana. Obviously, you can try and arrow into the creep if you can, but look at that positioning from Stinger to ensure it's not going to be possible.
Very well done. They're definitely taking it to him here on the earlier side. And, well, Hector, in the meantime, up top, K1, still able to farm, but you can see that in spite of some of those nice moves and the lane...
I feel like the Tombstones have been extremely hard to kill, I will say, for a lot of the matches on the main stage, but this game, pretty good from Beast Coast. Like, quite a few different range heroes, good mobility. Yep, Snapfire is like the ideal one, of course. We've often seen, though, unfortunately, the Snapfires have been missing, going for those uphill kills. And unfortunately, you're not getting any more attacks with those higher levels.
I also think the scary thing is that since it's maxed, you want to always use it. But
yeah,
let's for it now. Chrono connects onto 2, and Gojira immediately there with the big ulti. Rolls through, tries to interrupt. Will it be enough? Silence now onto C Smile. He'll die, but they get 2 in turn. Now trying to get a little bit of separation. A good roll ends up bringing down Stinger, but then the cookie, and now onto Ame. A couple more punches. Hector has him for the double kill. They get the invis to try and survive through this, and nothing to say, still sticking around, but he might have stuck around a bit too long. Do they have any detection? It doesn't look like it. So like that, Beast Coast win a very nice fight here and baiting things out, and this is going to grant them an Aegis.
That was so much patience here from LGD.
There's also this perfect ward. Beast Coast watches the entire LGD walk into the Roche pit.
Oh! Just jumps in though! They didn't get out in time, and the Snapfire ultimate coming down. Will it be enough damage? Dodges back away from the silence, away from the stun. Nothing to say, trying to get aggro here. But with the rest of Beast Coast chasing, that is Chrono down, and they need to get some more here. They try and pull in, nothing to say. He's controlled, he's gonna be killed. Can they find any more? They don't get the Aegis carrier, but they do find Undying Pango.
Yeah, close to also bringing down the Slider there too, but it feels a lot better. We've got nothing to say.
Wait a minute, what? Hector jumps away, Force Staff out. Things are getting a little bit weird here as Whisper turns, ready to fight. The birds, they're on top of him. Ame goes down.
Stinger's still sticking around. They didn't want to bail on this.
They're going to be underneath a Beast Coast ward. The smoke on smoke action. They know they're in the area. Arrow, Hector, oh, he gets bashed right at the start. Roll through round 2. Can he get it off in time? BKB out, wants to jump forward, finds a couple, but it's not a great target. The Chrono, he catches Ame on the backside. Immediately, see Smile right on top. They find him, but do they have the control? The bird drop a couple more stuns. Force Staff to the low grab, keeps him fine for now. Faith Beyond ready to fight, going toe-to-toe against C Smile.
Hector
and now on to Whisper. They're in trouble. They got to get the hell out of here, and Beast Coast lose it as LGD say no.
Perfect vision of you. They always get the initiation on you, and it's a little scary.
Oh. Crush to start. Good BKB. Faith Beyond trying to bring down Stinger. They're cooking him around. Gets a little bit of separation. C-Smile also not forced to use that BKB.
Wow, very interesting. That's an expensive start to a fight to go for BKB on the edge kill like that. And Hector now has a Manta as well, so isn't going to be forced that BKB necessarily as early.
Looking for the chase. Big jump. Nothing to say. Will he get it off? He does. Rolling around back and forth, but they've already killed off the Undying. Now looking for nothing to say. They get him caught. And the Chrono on the side. Ame, he's in trouble with the Manta, the batches. Do they have enough to bring him down? BKB gets a little bit of separation. They don't have Manta to take off that silence. So Ame is going to get back home again, able to escape. Still a fight win for Beast Coast.
Keep them in it.
Oh, jumps, back line, Whisper, getting enough separation, and well, Faith Beyond might be in a little bit of trouble. He's pretty far forward. They get the pull for round 2. Hector gets a good Chrono, but it doesn't find the Drow. That's not good enough. He's gonna kill off that Undying. C-Smile gets some separation. Ame wanted to chase, but can't quite go for it. Nothing to say, backs away. And the Tombstone is down, so they find 2
Void doesn't want to show because he always wants to be able to Chrono, and Drow doesn't want to show until he sees the Void. So everyone else is going to have to throw their bodies in. I think that's why Faith Beyond keeps going first.
Jumps first. There's an opening, and can they bring him down? Yes. Why dead? Uses the Chrono on Faith Beyond, and 2 of his other teammates also.
He really wanted that
rolling inside. They will bring down 1, but nothing to say. Still ready to fight. But look at him. K1 right on top of Ame. The Shadow Blade keeping him alive.
Faith Beyond bought back.
Can they do it? Round 2 of the Zinq, they turn, they bash, they crush. C-Smile doesn't have any mana left, has to get out of there. Whisper playing a little bit of intercept at the moment, but with the chase down, Ame coming in. Hector turns, tries to bring him down. Oh my goodness gracious! They kill them all. 3 dead for nothing. This fight is looking all LGD.
Faith Beyond just are creating chaos, kiting the fight out, stunning heroes, and just playing for this slow fight where at some point, Drow's going to proc her ult 3 times in a row and get a kill.
This is the dieback.
Faith Beyond in trouble, starting to drop down low, but not dead yet. Bouncing back and forth, and C-Smile barely survives through that one. As they will find the arrow onto Hector. Manta jumps out, jumps back in. Chrono! Oh, he did it to him! And now Marana already hit, turns on to Ame, looks for a couple more punches. And Faith Beyond, he survived through so much of this, but as they chase him through the river, usually Sardar's strong there. Not this time. 100 seconds dead. The time walk in and back out was exactly what they needed.
From the brink of death into a double kill there. There's 1A Blinks happening.
And a full bot refresher. Jumps forward, pulls onto 1. Ame control. And they have enough. The BKB, the turnaround. Trying to back out of there. Hector right on top of Ame, but they've already killed 1.
Of course it was the eggs, right? You know?
Oh, he gets Ags from Roche.
Yeah, of course.
He was already queued up. He's 4,000 gold, but
wants to chase. Zinq also gonna drop now. 10k gold in the lead. Beast Coast looking to come in here, shock the world, take down LGD.
Full man on the storm.
He's ready. They knew the whole time. This is gonna be a lane of racks. They're bringing back nothing to say now, but the jump forward, they find why. He's in trouble. Ame trying to stop the bleeding, but there is no tourniquet here. It's all gone.
They just keep finding the kills and kiting them out. I think especially it's just Chris Luck. The amount of times he's able to survive, get pulls off cooldown again and again and again, just that's all they need to do.
Rush the roll forward. Starts the fight. The arrow is there. Where's the save? Looking for the cookie. Gets him in a little bit deeper. K1 caught. That's Aegis down. This is the best that LGD could hope for right now. Can they keep it going? Looks for it. Hector. Dude, he just goes in. It's only for an Undying.
Careful now, he's got one more.
Round 2. Chase. Look for more. Gets out just barely in time.
How does this guy hold his BKB?
He's not afraid. Meanwhile, the Enchantress comes in and is going to just be waiting for that next creep wave to come through.
No more roll now, though. It's a really big tool that the LGD needs to use. Nothing to say his whole build is kind of around using the roll to extend the fight.
Gets vision, misses on the jump. C-Smile backs out. Hector, control onto one. They find the Drow in the back. Right on top of him in the meantime. Gojira lost his mind, lost his life, but the jump in and they find nothing to say.
Still Xandis.
Oh God, Hector, he's taking so much damage with the marksmanship and the amp. Chase, nothing to say, looking for it. The crush is there, a couple of punches, but K1 gets out.
Whisper's coming in.
He's right on top. C-Smile, find and bash and trying to kill. Will it be enough? The Hex is there, a couple more punches.
Oh, the
Ame's dead. Whisper barely survives through. K1 jumps in, finds Undying, trying to bring him down. Ame is still beaten though. He's got a ton of damage. K1 has to be careful. A couple more marksmanship rocks is all he needs, but he gets away again. No, Bango, nothing to say. He salvages it. They jump in and get the kill. This fight just got a little bit harder. Faith Beyond looking. They wanted to defend that ward, but it's a bit too dangerous. Faith Beyond under the moonlight shadow. The birds with Whisper right on top. Walks in vision, gets him there. Hex, Chrono, connects Faith Beyond. Also nothing to say, they got him. Second round Chrono ready to go. Waiting for their moment though. Do they have the mana? Hector jumps in, gets the Chrono onto Ame. And the chase comes. C-Smile, Aeon Disc. It keeps him alive for a moment, but only a moment. Although he gets the BKB off. Now a little bit of a runaway.
No mana on the
Flash. Okay, a couple more punches. Cheese, C-Smile backs away, survives. Jumps back in, tries to bring down one. Nothing to say. Still living through it. He's silenced forever, but they don't have the damage for the kill. That's a couple Chronos, a lot of ultis used. And LGD, they still survive.
Even holding
moments as Roche is about to respawn.
It's in 4 seconds.
And usually they're in the position. He sits right through the pit right now.
Good blink away. C-Smile
They just missed it. They just missed it.
The tier 4s are going down. They need to get back home. Nobody's home at the Ancient. The fight is going on. LGD might just lose this game while the fight is happening. Nobody is home. Oh, the creeps, they're pretty strong. Beast Coast gets some help from Love as those catapults are going to bring him down one by one. Faith Beyond trying to stop it.
Disarm.
Do they even get any damage onto the Ancient defense of the Ancients? Whisper moves on in with the birds ready to take it down. A couple more punches is all they need. LGD trying to hold on, desperately doing everything they can, but GG is called. Beast Coast take game number 1.
Just really nice play. All the Chronos. The way they kind of maneuver these fights is really impressive from the side of Beast Coast.